I was like sitting on the cord for my headphones. I couldn't put my headphones on. I was sitting on it. I'm gonna stop sitting soon. I'm just trying to rest this foot so I don't mess it up any more than I already have. Real messed up yesterday, guys. Woo! I was in a place. I was in a dark place. We still streamed a good stream, though. I think we went for like 5 hours. That's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. So we're doing a little bit better today. I got this piece of hair. Do you see that? It sticks out. It's like an anime. It's like Dio hair. But I only have one piece of it. That's my hair. It's like a horn. What the hell is that? El Diablo. El Diablo. El Diablo. Whatever. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. A hair is alive and trying to escape. Good for it. We should all struggle against tyranny. Even if it is your scalp. Funny plan for today. I think I want to keep working on Elemental Longsword. How cope is that? Cope? Seethe? Touch grass? Ratio? We got a lot of possibilities there. Because I want to try this against, I bet it'll be good against Kushala. Cope, Seethe, and Mauled. Question is do I use an attack boost charm or do I use Barioth? I'll probably use Barioth. 2, 3, 4. I think Barioth is better. Oh, actually, I think I want to use my Protective Polish. That's the ticket. It's actually gonna be kind of hard to build for. Relatively hard to build for. If you want Quick Sheath 3, and I feel like in a lot of cases you do. I am going full element. This is awful. I've got like no weakness exploit. And like no crit boost. Do we not bother with white sharpness? I feel like that's a mistake though. Elemental heavy bowgun's the highest form of cope? Yeah. When's Crit Element Appreciation Day? We did that with our dragon stuff. No, I mean, I think the anti-aerial species takes this pretty far. Is it good in blue? Is it good enough in blue to matter? %5 from most anti-skills except for anti-aquatic, which is plus 10%. It's significant. If you wanted real damage, you pick Elemental Lance. Elemental Lance is good. Don't bully Elemental Lance. It ends up being honestly pretty good. I mean, the thing is with Longsword, like, obviously a ton of your damage comes from Helmbreaker, but all of your other hits actually benefit from Element pretty well. Like, you're kind of hitting the monster with a Wet Noodle, and the Wet Noodle only gets powerful once you do Helmbreaker. Or EI counters. Everything else is kind of a weak attack, so Element actually works out pretty okay. Didn't know you had a second on our YouTube channel? Just dropped a few likes, really good content. That's not me. That's Overlord Dean. He's putting in all that work. God bless him. It's good. I think he's got a good workflow now, so it's not like turbo annoying. What app program do people use to configure sets? There's some set builders out there. Yeah, what do I want to say? Twitch doesn't do a very good job of making it easy to export stuff. And so whatever workflow Overlord Dean has is pretty nice. You don't know if this makes up for the lack of white? Well, it doesn't for the raw damage. It almost makes up for the lack of white. Does Apex Emergency Quests basically one-shot you regardless of armor? It depends on their attack. Depends what armor you're using. It depends if you're using Fortify. Let's look at Kushala. So, 100% absolutely, this is a worse set for the head, I think. If you hit the forelegs, it's actually pretty good. But what are you hitting the forelegs for? It's just going to be... What the hell? Oh, I see. If I don't use Quick Sheath, or if I don't max Quick Sheath, I can probably, like, do the thing. I think I just need a better talisman. You were promised GU today? Did I really promise GU today? Who promised you that? What a liar. I'm gonna have 10 hits of white. It's like it's like completely pointless. I do have that one talisman that has a level 3. This doesn't have any level 3s in it. Oh my god. Speedrun Monday? Maybe. I'm thinking about it. What if I didn't run attack 4? That's probably a mistake, but... So hard. I really want to make this work. What are we at right now? 25? I don't know if I'll ever make it work. Maybe I just need like a better god talisman. Complete mess. I think you got to build it for blue. And even then, I don't know that it's going to be more damage than just running a raw. Like, I don't see how that's going to beat Tigrex Longsword. Or even just Rajang. Rajing's not bad, huh? What the hell is it equipped with? Thunder Boost? That's cope. Screw it, I'm gonna... Let me just cope against a Mitsu as I think. Run it in the background of my brain. So, yeah, speedruns. I did that one speedrun Thursday. And, like, 24 hours later, Moss is already, like, doing some tests on Twitch to do his own speedrun. You have to love it. Nothing makes me happier than having Moss as a rival. He's so powerful. He's so strong. It's like unreal. You know? You know how in like your animes there's like the protagonist or whatever, and then there's like the plucky rival who like sometimes gets a leg up but ultimately always loses? That's me. I'm that guy. I'm the guy that gets beaten by Moss. Like, I put up a good fight, but like, you know, from the moment like I show up on screen, you're like, this guy doesn't got a chance. Do I have a crush on Moss? I genuinely love Moss. He had my back, dude. He was like the one speedrunner that had my back through the whole turbo thing. Which just makes him even cooler. Never use bow. How do you build attack or crit? Depends on the bow. Usually you can't fit crit. Is Moss the dude got flamed? You're thinking of QA or Qua. Moss is the charge blade god that you may have seen. I could have posted his runs at some point. Can you be worried about Element Switch X and World? No. Certainly don't worry about Elemental File at the very least. Elemental File and World is butt cheeks. I'd like to think I'm a little bit more of a Joey Wheeler, but considering this recent meme of me being a millionaire, I guess I'm probably more Seto Kaiba. What do you think? Turbo Gate? Yeah. I forgot how to play this game. It's sad Pura's so strong. There's some cases where Element's good. We're using an Elemental Longsword right now. It's not a meme. I could actually probably make this bigger. This sucks. Oh, the only thing that could possibly stand a chance against Moss's overwhelming power is the fact that high-ranked Pokemon are so powerful. But even then, he's so strong. Can I say, kunai with chain? I don't know what that's from, but I said it. Unless you're talking about World Switch Axe raw being strong, in which case, yeah. You really, I mean, Power File's kind of the way to go. Unfortunately. They fixed that in Rise, though. See, I haven't done enough experiments to even know if the Pokemon are consistent Overlord Dean. Like, I don't know if they always show up. I would assume there's some randomness to it. Like in Monster Hunter World, when you were going through the story, the assigned quests were always basically exactly the same. Sometimes the spawn positions for Well, no, always the spawn positions for the non-main monster were random, but it was always the same monsters on the map. Turbo him? You know, I saw he was actually using a controller overlay on his runs, and it makes me want to use a controller overlay on my runs. Just to, like, put that... Just to put that out there. To be like, all the best runners use controller overlays, why don't you? There's no reason not to on PC. So, I mean, unless you have a 2-computer setup, it's a little annoying, but you can still do it. All buttons. Oops, all turbo? Yeah. How much dragon does Kushala take? Probably like none, because this game's butt cheeks. Not enough. It's really annoying. I guess the anti-aerial, this one would be okay. Why is this one okay and the other one isn't? Oh, it's because I don't need quick sheath on this one. This one's still annoying to build for. What's turbo? Turbo refers to like a feature that used to be a big deal on controllers. You would hold a button and it would push it like faster than humanly possible. I see the SOS. And it matters in Monster Hunter on Rise particularly, but probably a little bit in the older games too, in that there's no input buffer. An input buffer is when you have like a period of time to push a button and the game says, okay, they're going to push a button. The next time they would be available to push a button, they push it. Monster Hunter, and especially Monster Hunter Rise, is a very short, almost non-existent input buffer on bowgun shots. So if you're able to use turbo, you're able to fire faster than humanly possible. Now, you know, there for some reason, the consensus on it has been, well, if it's in theory possible a human can do it, we're going to say humans can do it. You flick turbo on when you zero-sum discharge? Is that true? And if so, can you tell a difference? Heavy bowgun doesn't need it? Not true. Actually. Heavy bowgun has the same situation. Of having, you know, an input buffer. It's not like light bowgun is special in the range weapons in any way. It is true. You play heavy bowgun testing both? I don't believe you. I'm sorry. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. It does matter. It's not like heavy bowguns are magic. No, I mean, I've compared runs from... Goddamn, who's the genius heavy bowgun player? Who's that guy? Makes the best heavy bowgun runs? I don't know why I'm losing his name right now. Senile. Tastuffy. So I checked Tastuffy's runs, and, you know, all of his input timings, you know, appear human in that they're not at the absolute lowest input buffer time across the board. And then I compared them in a training hall and on another runner who I'm pretty sure does use turbo and cheat. Well, whatever. Uses turbo, whether you consider it cheating or not is up to you. And there's a clear difference in frame timings. So, it matters. Whether you care about... Oh, gee, why is it always this way? He's not even hitting the head. I mean, this is research I did 9 months ago over Lord Beat. I mean, this isn't anything that I did yesterday or the day before yesterday. Turbo lags out on certain shots. So, what I found... Are you doing this on PC? On PC, I've only found one turbo controller that actually works really well. My 8-bit though doesn't work as well as it did on the Switch, even locked at 30 FPS. This piece of garbage, this trash, does work. But, like, I don't know who would act. I mean, you have to be a certain level of deranged to want to work it. Any controllers turbo on Steam? Somebody was mentioning that the other day, that there's like an overlay or some function in Steam. I have not tested that. But it's possible that that feature doesn't work well. I'm just telling you, that controller does get you the lowest possible frame buffer. Anything else other than that, I have not tested. That was you? Okay, well, there you go. How does gourmet fish work in Rise? Do you get health regen over your red health bar? Yeah. It's possible, though, that the default Steam configuration doesn't have a high enough polling rate for it to work, though. Look, I don't want to be like Professor Turbo. Like, my goal is not to be like the one and only resource for Turbo. All I know is that my testing is correct, and that if people get inconsistencies, consider the things that I'm telling you. What's wrong with the 8-bit though? I have no idea. Could be firing too fast, could be firing not fast enough. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I'm fine with it being legal. My stance now is make it legal. I just don't like it when it's illegal and people are using it. I think that is the most reasonable thing a person could say, though. Like, I just feel like that's common sense. Is it not? There's not much to really disagree with there. You know, like, why would you allow some people to have an unfair advantage over others? I mean, nobody likes that, except for the person that gets the unfair advantage, I guess. Yeah. I think just about everyone is more or less in agreement about that, Kupo. I mean, lots of people are. You know, because, like, there was apparently a really big debate about it. I don't know if I'm the one that set it off, but apparently, like, sometime starting around, like, July or August of last year, like, the speedrunning community, like, erupted in drama over Turbo. Like, I don't think I'm responsible, but I might be. And, like, you know, a bunch of people came out on different sides, and, like, ultimately, like, I ended up agreeing with Half Coordinated, saying, you know, it's not worth destroying your hands to do certain inputs. Ron Dantas, hello. And, like, you know, for the people that say it's like, oh, it's too expensive to own a turbo controller or whatever, like, there are all sorts of advantages you can get from controllers that are perfectly legal. You know, like, I've got back buttons on my controller. I can adjust the dead zones and stuff. I mean, that's definitely an advantage. It's not a significant advantage, but it's definitely an advantage. You know, there's plenty of sports where it's like, you know, you might have a better tennis racket or better shoes or better whatever. Isn't it two separate categories, or just allow it in the default category? Oops, I thought I was going to do the spinning attack. I know, to me, it's always just about, like, having, like, the integrity of making sure that our leaderboards represent what they say they do. That's all. That's all I've ever cared about. And I mean, I don't even know why I care. Because, like, I'm the only one that does care. Every other Monster... Not every other Monster. Most Western TA runners just, like, load up the best cheated talisman and then set HP lock and location lock and size lock anyways. Like, I don't know why I'm the only one that cares. I don't know if the viewers care. Some of them probably do. Some of them probably don't. They just want to see the fastest time. I mean, it's a lot of work, Remediable, to be honest with you. To go in and do the analysis. Like, it's not, like, impossible, but you gotta pull the footage in. You gotta put it in an editor. You have to go in, you gotta count the frames. If the person's using like a non-standard bow gun, you would have to check to see yourself what the shortest frame timings are. I mean, you could do some shortcuts to get a good idea if it's bad or not. Like if their time's always the same, then that's sus. Ramp expands swimsuits for certain swimmers. Like if you're used to swimming with a certain suit on, I don't see what the big deal is. How's my ankle holding? I worked out yesterday and I feel fine, but I'm still just gonna take it easy. Ray, hello. The Billy Mitchell TA speedrun. Apparently there was an issue with Trackmania. I don't even really understand what that game is. Is that it's an Atari game? Like everyone on the leaderboard was using Turbo? Jesus Christ. I just don't even know what I'm doing to this SOS. Is mounting the lever? It's not true though. Many of the people who got good runs did not use it. Insect Glaive okay for monster noobs? You can just do like oops alternado slash with the assist bug and you'll be fine. Could be the Pokemon leaderboard. I remember watching, it was like the 2018 or 2017 Pokemon Championships. And one of the guys competing forgot his 3DS at home or whatever. So he used a mod to hack in all of his perfect EV trained Pokemon, which I guess is okay. But the worst part about it to me was he also hacked them into all these shiny. So he had 6 perfect EV, IV Pokemon. Perfect natures and all that. All shinies. At like an official Nintendo event. Like if I were Nintendo, I'd be a little bit pissed. I'd be like, hey, knock that off. How do you forget? I don't know. You'd be surprised. I mean, they let him play. I mean, I'm not going to claim to know anything about competitive Pokemon and if stuff like that, like people care about it or not. Yeah, it's a lot of time to grind up your Pokemon, I guess. It's like, I guess I kind of get it, but it's funny that the game ends up like that, you know? This Kushal is taking 1,000,000 years. Thank God. Your attack 7-3, weakness exploit charm with 3-1-1. What's Iron Man mode? There's one time a championship where somebody hacked their Pokemon, but one of them in a Pokeball not compatible with the moveset? How is that possible? How is your Pokeball determine a moveset? That's weird. I never heard of that. GU coming Monday? I did make it look better yesterday. I'm probably going to do a speed run on Monday. We might play a little GU today. Randomizer hardcore mode? Oh, for like solo play, right? I want to find, like, how many people here actually really like GU? Like, have I been, like, trash-talking GU for, like, 12 months, and there's actually, like, a dedicated GU fan base here, and every time I talk about it, people just go like, "Ugh, streamer, shut your face!" It looks a lot better at 1080p, 120 OBS, FPS. All HyperEX Monster speedrun? We might do an Oops All EX challenge someday. That may not happen this year, though. Deserve a little treat? Thank you, CMTL.
You deserve a little treat, SDShepard.
All EX no cart? Jesus Christ. You enjoy playing GU multiplayer more than Rise multiplayer? I would agree that, like, the Deviant quests feel quite a bit more balanced in multiplayer. Cart, delete character, and start again? Oh, it's the remainder of my career, then. I think I'm going to get to work trying to get my double cross save into GU this weekend. That's going to be a lot of work. Oh, I'm very happy to be here, ZMTL. Thank you. We've got like a ghost behind me. Well, that was miserable. No hit GU 100% speedrun. Oh my god. GU is actually kind of a hard game. I went into the village just to like do a test quest, and I went into the arena. And I went against Barryoff, and like, he was hitting kind of hard. He's kind of a beast. No, I've done village only Prowler any percent. I've done it once. I never want to do it again. Never again. It was awful. Isn't Barrett like high rank? He was available right away. I don't really know what he was scaled to. It looked like high rank. I'm coming around to GU. I mean, all I'll say is, like I said, it looks better at like a real resolution and a real frame rate. This really doesn't have any business hitting as hard as it does, because it is in blue. Show fancy GU now. I've been streaming for 40 minutes. A little later into the stream, I'll switch. We can do a little bit as a treat. We'll make the character. Start going through the 1-star quests. We'll hemorrhage all the viewers. And then I'll end the stream. How does that sound? Sound like a plan? Tips for getting good talismans? You gotta do the Wisp of Mystery or Rebirth. Is it comparable to Valstrax? I think it compares favorably. Because it gets anti-aerial. And so, like, the piercing binds will hit harder. You have to leave later, but not because I'm playing GU. Oh, that's good to know. How many hours of mining have I streamed? Not many. you know, maybe once every other stream I do one mining run. It's not that bad. Do some emerging 8-plex Cs. You want to see how it's done? What do you want to see? Show me which one. Mitsu? You do emergency Mitsu. I'm already losing viewers thinking about it. Just mentioning it. People are like, gross. That's disgusting. I mean, we'll definitely fight a Great Macau. Like, that'll happen. I will someday install mods, Gator. I will. Rathian Apex Emergency. That makes me really happy for some reason. Cool. Alright. Minato or Hinoa? It's kind of a weird thing to ask. Valor Heavy Bowgun Run. I was thinking of doing Valor, Valor Gunlance. I actually really love this matchup. This is a lot of fun. The funny thing is, like, what is it? Like, gun expert or whatever it is, artillery expert, makes managing the heat gauge easier, but then you have to manage it more often. Alchemy Gunlance? I'd consider it. You got the Zor Hammer way before you got the Zora too. I bet that's a fun weapon to use that you would almost never use otherwise. Oh, shoot! I didn't know she was going to go twice. Don't worry about it, my friend. This is all according to plan. No fortify, by the way. Don't worry about it. We're just getting warmed up. Talismans will be completely useless? I don't know that they'll be completely useless unlucky. Obviously, like, faster rank talismans are going to be better. But there'll probably be quite a while where, like, God Roll Rise Charms will be usable. Fastest cart you've ever seen. I've seen faster. Okay, cool. Shoot. I'm sure this guy that hopped into the stream being like, man, can't wait for this streamer to show me how to do the apexes, is like, what the hell, streamer? This isn't helping. We do not have fortify. This is not going according to plan. Oh, you're about to see the fastest triple card ever. You see what I was saying about Dying Light 2 have a long tutorial? And your reward for getting through the end of the tutorial is a bunch of, like, meaningless dribble quests with a kind of confusing overworld. And, like, lots of bugs. And, like, the bugs are funny, but it just feels weird. What would Raiden do in my favorite video game, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? Playtime's over. Let it rip. Did Dying Light get a second stream? No. What would Armstrong do? Armstrong would never have carded. His nanomachines would have protected him. I watched probably a solid 20 minutes of Metal Gear Rising music and memes, along with my cute animal videos a day. And I'd have to say, it is improving the quality of my life. I always try to get that timing right to hit her head as she's coming down. It's not easy. I don't have a fish. That's why I'm gonna do this. Clicked one Spider-Man video and YouTube decided that's all you needed to see for a week? Like Bully Maguire? I've been there, man. I think we got an SAD on this one, because I don't think we're going to reach otherwise. That was some big damage. Wow. It's always a fun attack. You just sit there contemplating life. I wonder if you can get a sharpen out if you like really YOLO the sharpen. Feet is full of Yu-Gi-Oh memes? Ooh, that's not much damage. Probably sharpen. I was surprised Savage Act worked in those conditions. That's really funny. Oh, we're feeling okay now. We're in a reasonable pace. Oh, let's grab this instead of sharpening. I was getting pretty messy for a while, but... I don't know if he's, like, actually attacking that fish or if it's going to attack me. Her, pattern for that is much worse in GU. Nice dunk! Never do this. Sometimes this hill will screw us up. This... Thank you, Wirebug friend. You saved our life. That feels really bad. Oh, that feels really bad. This game looks awesome. Combat's really fun. Well, as we were talking last night, it's like doing a whole hunt with a staring down the barrel of a gun because we double carded immediately. First try by yourself? That makes sense, new. This game looks like trash compared to World. World is a much shinier looking game. What are my feelings about Apex Emergencies? I think they're okay content. I feel like most of the Apex monsters feel just a little undercooked. Like, normal Mitsu to me feels like it has maybe a little bit more of a more diverse moveset than Apex Mitsu. Is that a strange thing to say? Does anyone else feel the same way? Like Apex Mitsu is just missing some moves. Like, it doesn't have, like, the bubble move. You guys know, like, that bubble move? I mean, the one-shot mechanic makes it exciting. To me. This game lacks its jump attacks and the clutch claw. Well, you technically do have jump attacks, but... Yeah, no, I agree. Not enough clutch claw, for sure. Capcom, you forgot the Clutch Claw. Fight the Apex Mitsu from the event quest? I could fight that guy. I'm not afraid of him. Apex Mitsu, I think, has one sort of sweeping beam, but he doesn't have, like, the slide beam. Don't say that. Devs will hear me like they did Fatalis. I'm not responsible for Fatalis. I take no responsibility for them. If they announce Clutch's back, they're not going to add Clutch Claw back. Clutch Claw would be way too slow. Sexy Boy. Thank you. Has it been 2 months already? I regret to inform you I did not finish my full set yesterday, but I at the very least did my bench press and barbell rows. I hope you still approve of me as your streamer. Can I do Greatsword next? Sure, what matchup do you want to see? Actually, I'll pick something. They destroyed Heavy Bowgun? Feels fine. I think I gotta do my lateral raises. You're fine, just finish legs. My attitude towards weightlifting, I think it's a good attitude. Anything is better than nothing. So even if you just get down there, even if you finish like 3 sets and you normally do 5, like it's still better. It's a lot better than what a lot of people do. God damn it. I deserve to die. Kettlebells? I like barbells. And dumbbells. I don't know, maybe I'll look into kettlebells some days. I read some crazy thing at one point. I don't know if I believe it. Where they said the majority of like the muscle growth just happens from the first couple sets anyways. Like there's like diminishing returns or something like that. I don't know if that's true. I went to a relative's house for Christmas. And he was like bragging about how cool his weightlifting setup was. His home gym. And he showed me this thing where it was like, it looked a little bit like a made-for-TV setup. It was like a little bar, like a little metal bar and like a bunch of straps. And it had like a little instruction pamphlet on how to use the bar and the straps as a replacement for like proper barbells and like a cage setup. And the claim was it was better than lifting barbells. I'm like, I don't know. I was just very skeptical. I don't see how that's possible. Does this game have master rank? It'll have master rank in the summer. I don't know. What's your take on that? What do you think about, like you know, there's like those little tension straps. You guys know what I'm talking about? What do they call those things? They're like stretchy. And I'm like, man, like, you know, did you at least save some money? Like, what was that, like $200? He said it was like $600 or $700 for like one little bar and like all these different straps and like an instructional DVD. Bands. No, it wasn't even a Bowflex, dude. It was like, take a little metal bar, like maybe like 2 feet across, and then a bunch of resistance bands that you just like stand on with the bar. I don't know. Feels like it's a good way to slap yourself in the nuts or the face with a metal bar. I mean, my entire setup with like 2 barbells, a cage, you know, a full plate set is probably around $600. I think I got the cage for under 200. I know I got the weights for under 200 on sale. That's 400. I think the mats were like 80? I guess I probably paid like, maybe it's like a $60 bench? I don't know. In all fairness, you think Rise is mechanically annoying? My only complaint is how safe things can feel with wirefall recovery. It's kind of grown on me a little bit. I hate to admit it. But as you're fighting tougher things, it does feel a little bit more balanced. How many pounds do I consider a full plate set? Pair of 45s. I'm just telling you what came with mine. Pair of 45s, pair of 35s. 25s, 10s, 5s, and 2s. That was a crap death, by the way. He was barely moving. So like, I basically have 2 plates, right? The 45s and then the 35s with the 10. You know, that's two full plates. I mean, that's going to get you a long way. I mean, I guess if I got really good at deadlifts, I might start having to stack every weight I had onto the bar at a certain point. But even if you were doing 2 plate deadlifts, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, that's a reasonable start. You know, 3 plates, I would be completely content with. And I think if I stacked everything, I mean, you get pretty close to that. Although that would get really annoying by the end. Deadlifts, you do close to 400. How many plates would that be? What is that? 90? That's like what? 4 plates on each side? That's a lot. How much harder do monsters hit multiplayer? They don't hit any harder. You gotta fight the emergency monsters really to have any sort of a real challenge. Favorite comfy-looking streamer? I thought I'd wear a sweatshirt today. I'm feeling a lot better today than yesterday. I'm not sure if I'm playing better today than yesterday. I'm feeling better. Up to real goblin hours the other day. How is that an attack? Is my butthole better? Butthole's fine. Every monster has some annoying gimmick. Freedom Unite doesn't, as long as you ignore traps and flash bombs. Yeah, I mean, I don't have, like, the best bars, you know. I would be concerned to put more than... What would that be? 300 pounds? That sounds like a reasonable amount. Emergency Apex different from normal Apex? They have some hits that are a one-shot. Like this guy's got... For you is gimmick free? Riding? To some degree, Y-Stones? Wyvern rides were like the most broken... Or mounting, I guess I should say, is the most broken thing in that game. Up to 495 deadlift? Wow, that's pretty insane. No gimmicks in portable third. Also an Ichinosi joint, right? Most overrated monster? Seregios. Or Fatalis. Although Fatalis earns his street cred in World. Take that back about Steve. Lol, Steve, lol. Lol. Pinecone. Pinecone. Narwhals. Yuri makes one joke and now every monster needs like a dumbass name. Dumbass nickname. Just call them by their name. If you want to call Zenogre Janoga, you can. If you want to call Valstrax Valfax, you can. If you want to call Glavinus Glavanus or Dino Valdo, you can. Just don't call them like little cute pet names. It's dumb. Maldo's a fine name. Don't get squished. 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 I'm somewhat okay with Devil Joe being called a pickle because they even refer to him as a pickle in game. Whoop! No! What was he aiming at? He has some attacks that are like literally just him stepping, and they deal so much damage. Is Master's Touch good for Mitsu Dual Blades? I don't think so, because there's no Mitsu Dual Blades that come with natural white, right? I feel like if you're going to be nursing 1 point of handicraft, you're better off just using Protective Polish. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Like, Master's Touch to me makes sense on, like, stuff like Nargacuga, maybe Tigrex? Tigrex if you're going hard on boosting its affinity. I haven't gotten any Wyvern rides for this or the emergency Rathian. Woo, woo. There's some really good fitness discussion in chat that I'm missing. Everyone, please be prepared to repeat yourself after this hunt. Thank you. Is that another $50 shirt? Just a sweatshirt. Oh, please. I don't want to end this in failure. I will suck down max potions. Use the pause function? Pause the hunt to read chat? I like that idea. really need to just wait and recover my stamina. That attack sometimes hits twice, and it's really scary when it does. Pharaoh Dual Blade's worth the speed loss? Absolutely. 100%, 100% every time use Feral. The only time I would maybe say you can get away without using Feral is if you're really struggling on something like Narwa and you want the extra movement speed to maybe not get hit by the tail slam. But even then, if you want to run evade distance deco, you can just hop out of the way anyways. No aerial? That's a personal preference. I mean, it's also wrong, but it's still a personal preference. But it's okay to be wrong. That was a longer hunt than usual. I guess it's because I carded and I was afraid. I mean, I just feel like aerial's kind of boring. Like, I've seen a lot of good runs with it. Well, I've seen a lot of fast runs. I've not seen many good runs. Level 2 evade extender is comfy. I haven't found too many times except for maybe like Gun Lance, maybe Lance, where I felt like that was necessary. Technically, aerial's more DPS than non-aerial. Probably depends on where the hit zones are. I mean, if the hit zones are close to the ground, and they're better. I've never really tested it, so I can't really say with confidence. You have iframes until I think you start falling down. Concerned about DPS, I wouldn't be an elemental. Element is where it's at. I know we're not running element right now, but that's because I want to fight this Sinogre with a hunting hood. It just doesn't feel like you have any real autonomy over what you're doing with dual blades if you're running like heavy aerial builds. It just feels like you're just kind of pushing the button. I think it's best if you're doing like a bludgeoner build. Oh, rip, this guy wants to see greatsword. All right, I'll do greatsword after this. I promise. Wow. Show mod. Probably could have gotten a Earthshaker out there. Go for it. I didn't know he comboed that this early. We're looking great, so we're gonna get one done. save. This feels good, but it would feel even better with like 1 point of evade distance. That makes me laugh. You miss hunting styles? More, you like hunting styles better than you liked, why am I doing this? Woo! Switch skills? I think switch skills are much cooler. For a Rise hunting horn over World or Classics, base World hunting horn is probably my favorite because I really liked the setup of playing songs and then doing a recital and then getting like really rewarded if you pull off an encore. Not like Iceborne hunting horn. I mean, Echo Note was like, you know, unarguably like an extremely powerful move, but it kind of took away from, you know, that play style that I enjoyed. For hunting style switch skills, not even close. Add up Sword and Shield is extremely fun, and I can understand why you miss Add up Sword and Shield. I agree, that was amazing. You missed Sword and Shield oils? Alright, oils suck though. Oils are bad. They just took time away out of the hunt. Chaos oil was cool. No! Whoa! This is like turning into a good hunt that has no business being a good hunt. And it's really funny to me. Like, I'm not being punished for any mistake I make. Too many consumables in Rise? You don't even have max cool drinks or hot drinks anymore. I don't understand that complaint. What's there in Rise that hasn't been in every other Monster Hunter game? Demon Drug, Might Seed, the Dust. It's nothing new, right? No paintballs. No psycho serums.
いいね飛ぶ
I would understand the complaint that because protective polish feels so strong that you end up sharpening a lot. That's kind of like a consumable. Gourmet fish? I mean, you don't have to use the gourmet fish. Where do you find the Apex Zinogre fight? This is not Apex. This is just normal Zinogre. Oh, no, normal Apex Zinogre. Does item prolonger work on protective polish? I don't think so. I don't think it's. I think they kind of streamlined it. Well, somehow ended up being a really smooth hunt. That really wasn't that bad at all.
つったら
Yeah, item prolonger isn't that helpful unless like you like sucking down might seeds and might powders. I'll say for whatever reason, I don't usually use might seeds and the powders because it's just like kind of annoying to constantly throw them on. Like I'll eat a demon drug. I'm okay with that. But otherwise I'm not really just not really into it. Like in a casual play, like in a non-TA setting, like you might get a trip a little bit earlier, which might give you like one extra trip the entire hunt, I guess, potentially, or shorten your hunt by like one trip period. But this doesn't feel necessary. Do I have a focus greatsword? No, got that. Do I like it? I'm your favorite little meow meow. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna take that as a deeply cutting insult. Just put on the last point of tenderizer. Maybe I'd rather run attack boost. Let's see what we have for that. Let's also see what we have for focus. Maybe we could run a set with, no. So what is that? 2, 4, 7? This seems okay. This seems like this could be okay. What does that get us up to? 95 with the cat? Well, you know what? To get the attack 7 is probably worth it. Well, steadfast is like 100% absolutely necessary. I think I like that more. Wouldn't ingot legs be better? I'm able to get the last point of tenderizer, which is 20% more affinity, versus the 2 points from ingot, which would give me 10% affinity, because I'm not maxing out crit eye here. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I need the level 2 slot. But if we get attack 7, that's pretty cool. I don't know how to use defender. Yeah, I know. Sorting Talismans is super better. Being able to search through things is very nice. Man, I'm trying to... I gotta really... Like, there's a speedrunner I really like watching. His name's Hurricane. He streams on YouTube. And he mostly plays Lance. Almost exclusively plays Lance. And I love watching him play. He's so good. But for some reason, he's been, like, obsessed with running just, like, normal Ibushi. And... like, I don't mind fighting Ibushi, but, like, I don't want to see him more than, like, once every 2 or 3 hours. Is the swimming suit layered already out on PC? I think it is. I've seen people running around in it. I said as I head back into the... Well, this is the Alwa mines. It's different. Alwa is actually kind of fun. I'm looking cool today? Thank you. I feel like I'm kind of small on the screen for whatever reason. That's some big damage. That is significantly less damage. We didn't even see the damage number come out. I think the Ibushi fight is fun for what it is. Like, it does not overstay its welcome in this quest at all. Like, he shows up, he does his thing, then he dies. TCS is actually probably the better choice overall. You know, getting free TCSs on the stomach is like insane extra damage. Your TSs are always bugged. They do 0 damage. Might want to see a doctor about that. Oh, shoot. Am I sharpening him? Should have done the other move. So they just say in final bosses using Dragonators? I think it's pretty cool. It is true. Ichihara made Altalka. Yeah. Ichihara is actually low-key maybe like one of the most underappreciated directors. I know he got a lot of crap for Clutch Claw in the beginning, but I think by the end his vision was made clear. When you look at the sheer variety of gear that you're able to use and make viable in Generations Ultimate, it's pretty amazing. Like, even there's some elemental greatswords that are fine using, or swords that at least have element on them. Well, I just needed a little TLC. That's all. Just needed a little love. Oh, he missed it. Feels so bad. I don't want to get these before they disappear. Almost got it. Ichinose is the true final boss of Gunwane's users. It is a mystery why he does them so dirty. Hey, at least we got auto guard Gunlance out of him. That was kind of fun. What the hell? I was like inside the rock. Yeah, TCS would probably would have been better, but it was still okay. I wonder if TCS would be better with no focus. How am I doing, Swiss Guardian? I'm feeling pretty good today. He nerfs Charge Blade? Charge Blade is fine. I mean, if you use the Rajang Switch Axe properly, like, you can get some pretty juicy SADs. Double Rajang plus Gunlance. What quest has double Rajang? Is that an event quest? Can I do the event Apex Rathalos? I can. I don't really like that fight, but I will do it. Street Fighter? But the thing is like, they don't... You can only kill one of them. You can't even kill both of them. You only kill one of them. If you want me to do Street Fighter Daddy Rajang with Gunlance, I could do that. Hope I feel better every day. Do it twice? You only get one quest per redemption. I want you to speedrun the whole game, streamer. With light bowgun. Honor by redemption or I will report you to Twitch. Where's my gun lance? There it is. Did you get all the quests done for the layered gear? No. I haven't done that yet. I probably should do that today, huh? Should make a redeemable option to do light bowgun Narwa %. I would scam literally every redemption. I have to set up the kills so I kill them both at the same time, Dean. That would be a challenge. Yeah, I don't know if there's a double Rajang. It's double Bishatin. That's what we get for doubles? That's really sad. Is this Akuma's music? I would assume it is. I look very hacker today. I've been hacking my Switch. And you feel like a real hacker when you do it. You do it. It involves some very suspect techniques. That sucks. So setting a death squad now? Maybe they should have thought about that before they literally turned an Android tablet into their primary gaming device. We're very concerned with the amount of people that are hacking our systems and consoles. I know. Let's use an Android tablet. That'll show them. That was a nice little hit there. Use your Switch to play PSP games? I'm only interested in trying to get my Monster Hunter stuff on. I don't really care, at least as of yet, to do any sort of like fun emulation stuff with it. Because I've already got like a million other devices for that, you know? Monster Hunter stuff? Trying to get my saves and game and stuff onto emulation for PC. Double cross file, did you use what you're attempting? Yeah, but I don't, I have barely even gotten started on it. To flaunt your wealth upon the less fortunate is a sin? I'm not flaunting my wealth. Is that what you guys think this is? I stream not because I do it as a career, but because I'm independently wealthy, and I want to have an audience of hundreds of people with which to mock. Definitely? 100%? Do I have a PS5? Well, how is that relevant? How is me having a PS5 relevant to this conversation whatsoever? I have a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. But I'm a professional gamer. I need them. I don't have those things because I want them. It's because I need them to do my job. And I'm not like that Copeland, like, pay ministry guy who says he needs like a private jet. Like, I'm not saying like I need a private jet. When's the last time I used my PS5? Oh, maybe like a month ago to play Neo 2 on? Do you get your tax returned on consoles? I'm not an accountant. You should not ask me accounting questions because I can't give you a proper answer. But if it's a business expense, it's a business expense. When's the last time I used Xbox? I turned it on the other day, and I was going to try the Somnium Files game, and I thought it sucked, and I just turned it off. Sorry if anyone here likes that game. Within like the first 5 minutes, my virtual AI companion was like in some dream world twerking, and I just dead ass just shut the game off. I'm like, who is this, and why are they just twerking in this world? So that's it, I turned it off. It was easy. It was on Game Pass. It's called the Somnium Files, I think? Something like that. The reverse butt stab is kind of stylish. Triple and Divine Supremacy instead. Is that on Game Pass? I think I've seen the Mandalorian reviews on that game. It was pretty good. feels kind of bad. Is Rise in Game Pass? No, but I guess it could be if Capcom agreed to terms from Microsoft to release it on the Windows storefront. Allegedly, Microsoft is in works to create a Monster Hunter spin-off for Game Pass for their own studio. Because I guess Monster Hunter was like a really popular title on Game Pass, but they couldn't like afford it. Microsoft needs to buy Capcom? I don't know if Capcom would ever want to be sold. I was talking about this the other day. Did I buy it for them? Legitimately, there was some like, was it $1 to $5 billion cash infusion in Capcom stock yesterday? And like, it nearly offset the recent losses from my tech stock portfolio. I'm actually really happy I own Capcom stock. That was amazing. That was a good time. I know that sounds really bougie. That's a little bougie. Like, my stock portfolio. One day Capcom will make their own console? No way, dude. They are very happy selling their games on all the platforms. Can you have a cash infusion? I don't know, find a wealthy Saudi investor. Flaunting my wealth again. If you're in your 20s, especially your mid to late 20s, it's never too early or too late to get started on planning for retirement. God knows things are only ever going to get worse. Imagine being able to retire someday. That was amazing. I am out of max potion IV tricks. Oh, shoot. Oh, my face. Final Fantasy 14, the streamer retirement plan? God damn it. Almost deathless, too. Feels so bad. Oh! What if you're closer to 40 than 20? It's never too late. I did find out, though, it was really sad. I found out last night that, like, a friend who I've been talking to recently is actually, like, really into buying cryptocurrency. He's like, I'm moving all of my money into buying Ethereum. I was like, oh. Like, I wasn't even mad at him. I was just, like, sad for him. Like, he's not even doing the mining. He's just, like, spending the money. I was like, if you could have $1 million in Apple stock or $1 million in Ethereum, what would you go with? He's like, oh, Ethereum all the way. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. Why would you buy it now? I don't know. I'm not going to claim to know anything about cryptocurrency other than I personally think it's a scam. At best, it's a good financial tool for money laundering. Like, I will admit that if you were into crimes and you need a way to conduct business while not divulging your crimes, it has a good use for that. Your friend made $600,000 in crypto last year. It's okay. Do you think if your friend did the same thing this year, they would also make $600,000? Tell your friend to convert it all into cash. and see what happens. See what happens when you actually tried to pull out. I mean, obviously you said it's your friend, it's not you. Can I do this? Now's when all the people who are pre-invested are dumping the crypto because it becomes taxable next year. I mean, could it still rise again after the great dumping? I don't know. I'll say this. I did look into meme stocks just because I was curious to see if, like, they remained, like, if it was the total pump and dump. But, like, GameStop stock has actually, like, for whatever reason, meaningfully remained high. Even though, like, obviously the future of consoles is, like, all digital. And, like, retail is, like, omega dead. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to claim, like, oh, the stock market makes sense. Because, like, it really doesn't. Can't be taxed if you never sell. Yeah, that's fair. Would it be nice to use event backgrounds? I would say, yeah, there's little reason for them not to at least give the background music as a reward for doing this quest as well. What did somebody want to say? This was like, it felt like a million years ago. Somebody wanted to see something after this Rajang. I have to scroll through like a million comments of people calling me a millionaire. I can't find it again. Event Rathalos? Is he here? They wanted to see GU. Are you one of those GU stands? I don't think he's here yet. He's not here. I mean, I could do Apex Rathalos, but I can't do like the emergency one. Because he's just not here. I mean, the GU gathering. I mean, it's gonna look good. Like it'll be a good looking stream. Let's push this up a little bit. Hold on. I absolutely love what I've done. Here. Let's get that. Instead of that, let's get... What part of Valstrax is that insect glaive? Looks like his wing. How do I have crit eye 7? 2, 4, 2, 4, 7. No, M4 Jorguns. It was only in the very, very beginning 1.0 where there was an issue with some tables. That got patched out nearly immediately. You're good. Don't worry about it. What monster do you think would make a good dog-sized pet? I just say Kolv Taroth all the time because I would be even more wealthy than I am now. I think this gives us an extra point of critical element compared to what I was running before. So dark blue talisman rarity higher than red? Nope. But it has the skills on it that I want. My golden lizard goddess? Bassman Ringo, how is that possible? Were you watching it on fast forward or something? That's crazy. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Speedruns next week. I'm gonna have some competition with Moss. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, he's such a powerful competitor. Oh, he's so cool. You sound totally different. What? Have I mutated? Get Moss to play GU with me? I want Moss to be happy. I could be a fan too. Who's watching me on 2x speed? I'm sure I sound even more like a chipmunk at 2x than I do at normal speed. This sucks. His aerial moves are annoying. No idea which direction to go in. How long have you been gone, Carcius? What does this Brathlos sound like he's breathing to a fan? I think he sounds okay. I hate this fight with Insect Glaive. I thought I would really like it. Beat him up. Oh, that feels really bad. Almost out of sharpness. That was a pretty juicy hit. 185? Yeah, I'm gonna keep that 6-year-old. Oh, that poor Rakta Kadachi. Yeah, I love those dicks. I wish I could show dicks every single day. I mean, Ragna's resistant to fire, but even still, that was a pretty big fireball. Not an easy monster to combo with, honestly. The Dix head was pretty nice. I think I got to show it like 3 times. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna team up with Dix. It's been like 2 years. Feels like it's been 2 years. I don't know. Maybe it's been less, but I feel like Safi Jiva, when Safi Jiva released, was the last time I was getting some Dix bounties. Makes me sad. Do I ever reach out to Dix? I mean, I have an agent now. So, presumably they're reaching out to everybody who's willing to pay. For advertising dollars. I actually haven't had anything really since the end of, or early December. Feels like it's been a while. It was like Zool, the last big thing. Capcom charity? Well, that's different. That was just something that was just enabled. But yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, that was significant. I got to be keeping earplugs up. I mean, I think a sellout stream once a week is fun for variety. It's not a bad thing. But, like, I'm not going to do, like, raid or anything like that. I've got some standards. Please. I feel like I've hit harder than that before. You want to see the Moneymaker stream? Orgy guns? Those sort of buffs are just for your pets. Timberborn felt like a million years ago. That's definitely a game, though, that saw a lot of success by Twitch marketing, though, I think. Because I see people still streaming sponsored content from them all the time. And 1 minute ad break not redeemed by Joe Cocoon? What? Really? A road to 1 million Zenny mining stream once? I mean, we almost have 1 million Zenny. So everyone here subbed? I would say from the charity stream, 70%. A lot of people subbed. So, Rave, the more times you pop up in the air, the higher your multiplier gets. And so you just do increasing amounts of damage. $18 ad that calls you a bad gamer because you don't have fiber. I'm a bad gamer because I don't have fiber. When was the charity stream? It's not a real charity stream. When Rise launched, Capcom was doing a promotion that for everybody that donated 2 subs, they got some DLC stuff. And we call that, or I was calling that Capcom charity. That was insane. We got like 1,000 subs in like an hour. It was completely surreal. How's Dying Light so far? Well, I'm not streaming it. How do you get Lagna apples? You never go to the tree? Optional subquests? And I go to the tree sometimes. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it. You don't play it off stream? I don't think it's a bad game. I'm not, well, it's true. Off stream, I've been busy with other things. I've been busy with other projects. So, Dying Light 2, at the very least, does tell you that your character is built different because he got some mystery injections. And they make him stronger than usual. G looks really good in 100p, 100 or sorry, 1080p, 100 FPS. Maybe we will do some GU soon. Maybe we'll get started on that. Let me do this Apex and Ogre. We got to start the all monster. Like we can do it like taking shots or whatever without getting drunk. We'll just do little shots as time goes by. Play it in 100p? I think you could actually cut the resolution in half if you want. Yo, Unlucky, it's a great question if like, with how customizable PC should be, you should be able to like, change some of the music, right? Excuse me, I was trying, this sucks. I was wondering what happened with that insta-block. It's a very difficult attack with insta-block. The maps are more alive in GU. I don't know that that's hard of a take. I think I agree with you. There's a lot of little details. I guess I should sharpen. I modded out the small monsters? I think it's funny that that's a mod. I have noticed no difference between monster tracking on PC and monster tracking on the Switch. That's 100% placebo. That sucks. I screwed that up. I feel like for that attack, it just feels better to just back hop out of the way. If I practice Almajon with dual blades, I don't know if we're going to necessarily route our next RTA run with dual blades. I'm probably going to do hammer. Hammer or hunting horn. Wirebug Whisperer is so easy to get, and it makes those weapons significantly stronger. It's nice on dual blades, but it's not really necessary. You advance Crimson's Vent's kind of easy. I mean, it's not like he didn't hit hard before, right? Do I just... trying to figure out, like... I feel like I'm never getting my insta-block off. Did I play at 60, 120, 144? 120. I think it's better for OBS to do a clean pull down at 120 than it would be at 144. And my graphics card, or my capture card, only supports 120. If we lived in a not joke timeline, Twitch would also support 120 FPS. I don't know if Spiral Thrust would be better. Wow, nice. How is that a weak attack? Oh no. Ooh. Oh, I'm in green sharpness. Oh, I'm so sad. I feel like this version's dominated by protective polish builds. If you're doing like Dragonheart and Nargacuga stuff, you could definitely get away with Master's Touch. But, and there are certain cases where Bludgeoner is kind of like the right move. But I would say for the most part, if you're running Element or any like non-like Dragonheart build, yeah, you kind of, oh god damn it. Just yeeted that Thunderbug. It's about sending a lesson. I'm just waiting for the emergencies and Ogre. That's going to be such a fun quest. I forgot to get Bludgeoner 3 in your Rajang Charge Blade build? Oh no. Wonder how much purple... I mean, purple sharpness will definitely be like a lot more prevalent than... Well, I don't know if it'll be more prevalent than white. I mean, almost everything will probably have white. The thing is, like, purple isn't as big of a jump from blue to white as white is to purple. Would you say Rajang Bludgeoner or Narga Tigrex crit builds is better for Charge Blade? Depends on what you're fighting. Savage Axe really likes having some element. But... you know, if you like doing SAEDs a lot, then Narga and Rajang is probably a bit better. No health augment, but there's a fish that heals you a bunch. All right. I think we're going to do it.
Just resubscribed for
Am I enjoying the rock textures on PC Rise? It does look a bit better.
PC Rise? Shadow Mega.
This is an interesting talisman. I don't know that I'll ever use it. Usable? Definitely usable. Holy crap. Too much of 8 extender. No slots, but I mean, that's definitely usable. How low rarities can be good at? Even all the way down. Sometimes you get some pretty interesting looking things. Amatsu, hello. All right, let's see how this goes.